Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and we are here for another pregnancy update, and it has been a while. If you guys like watching these pregnancy updates, you know that I skipped the last one. I typically do them every 2 weeks, but 2 weeks ago it was just, I was sick, not feeling well, but also not much had changed in those weeks, so I decided I would just wait and kind of do a 4-week pregnancy update. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys today, and I want to jump right in because since we're covering 4 weeks, there's a lot to get through. So a lot of changes over the past 4 weeks. So this is going to be a pregnancy update for weeks 21 through 24, and I have finally started to feel pregnant. I mean, I still feel really good, pretty good overall. So yes, starting to feel pregnant. My belly has really started to pop, and I'm just moving slower. I just feel like all of a sudden I feel old. I can't move like I used to. I can't get out of bed quickly. I can't get off the couch, which that is something that I've noticed. So I have lower back pain. I think I mentioned this in one of my other pregnancy updates, that I was having some like lower back pinching pain. So it's on both sides, but mainly my right side, and it's right at my waist, and it's like a stabbing pain when I get up from sitting in a soft area. So like my bed, if I'm sitting in my bed, if I'm sitting in my car and I try to get up, or the couch, it's just like I feel like I can't trust my leg when I get up to sit or stand. A lot of you guys had said that maybe it was sciatica, which maybe I didn't have that. I know that's a common pregnancy symptom, but I didn't have it at all when I was pregnant the first time around. It does not radiate, so I kind of looked that up, and it does not radiate down my leg at all. It just is like the stabbing pain right there in like my hip area, maybe a little bit lower. It doesn't radiate or go anywhere else. I feel like my hips are going to give out ultimately. So I don't know what that is. It has gotten worse, and I have to get up super duper slow. Like if I'm getting up to the bathroom at night, if I'm in sitting, like leaning in the couch, when I go to get up, I just have to take it super slow, super easy, which is just hard, you know, like when you're just needing to get up and go, or because I have a 3-year-old, you know, like sometimes you just don't want to be slow, but I cannot get up. It like hurts. So that has been huge over the past couple weeks. A good thing is that I've noticed, or probably mentioned this in every other pregnancy update, that I was constipated, which is a very common pregnancy symptom. Well, that changed in week 21. All of that went away, and now I have been very regular. So that has been amazing. So it's not an issue I'm dealing with anymore. I don't know why it changed. It just did. One of the things that I think it maybe could have been is I take Natural Calm. I've mentioned this in plenty of my other videos. It's a magnesium supplement, and I know that can help with constipation and making you be more regular. I did up my dose a little bit just because I was reading some things online, and I thought that I should be taking more considering I'm pregnant with twins. And so I did up that dose. So I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm very regular now, which is nice. I also in the past 4 weeks, started having leg cramps, which I had with my daughter in the middle of the night. You know, you're sleeping, and you just go to stretch out because you're very uncomfortable and you're tossing and turning, and you get that horrible leg cramp where it hurts. So that happens most nights, and but luckily as soon as it hits, I like immediately stretch out my calf, because that's usually where it hits, and as long as I stretch out my calf right away, it goes away. So it's not anything like horrible or anything, as long as I stretch real quickly, but I get those pretty much every night, and it just makes me scared to stretch. I've been also, this is kind of random, super itchy. I mean, it's been incredibly cold here in Ohio. It's like a wind chill of negative 30s, 40s, I'm not joking. So it's been super cold, super dry, so that could be contributing to my itchy skin all over, but I know that my belly is growing, and over the past 4 weeks, I feel like it really has popped. A lot of people are saying that it has popped. I can feel it pop, the belly getting bigger, so I know along with the dry weather, my belly is also getting very big. So it's expanding. So I've just been lathering on so much like heavy duty lotion as much as I can, but like when I take my clothes off at the end of the day and go to change, I'm just like itchy from head to toe. I've been able to work out still, which is amazing, because I'm expecting this to end very soon. I've felt my energy drop. I don't have the same energy as I did in the beginning when I'm working out, and I've noticed that when I work out, because I typically work out on the weekends just because I have the time to do that, when I go to work out, I have to do it right after a meal. So like right after breakfast, right after lunch, or right after dinner, because if not, I don't have the energy to get through the workout. Even if I eat like a substantial snack, like let's say mid-afternoon at 3 p.m. and then I go to work out, like during Avery's nap time or something, it doesn't work. Like I really struggle to get through the workout. So like if I'm gonna work out, it needs to be after a substantial meal, but I can get through it. I'm not pushing myself, nothing hurts. I'm just going a little bit slower than I used to, just not at a good pace. But to me, anything, even if it was like a walk, I'm good with. So I'm really happy that I'm still able to work out. With my daughter Avery, I was able to work out until I think it was about 32, 33 weeks maybe. And so if I could get to that point, I would feel like Superwoman, but I don't expect to get to that point. So to me at this point, every week that I get to work out, it just makes me feel good that I'm able to keep it up as long as possible. So we'll see. And then before I get into the other things, I have to give a shout out to my husband, Mike. So Mike has been doing so much for me. He has been letting me sleep in on the weekends, so my sleep has been pretty well. I'm just a little bit more tired. I don't have as much energy. It's just harder for me to get out of bed and get moving in the morning. And every morning when Avery comes in and wakes us up, he gets out of bed slowly, but gets out of bed and comes over to my side of the bed and tells me to go back to sleep every Saturday and every Sunday morning. So, you know, we both work during the week, so we're both up, and on the weekends he wants to let me sleep in. He encourages me to take naps. He, you know, has pretty much given Avery a bath every night. Can't tell you the last time I've given her a bath, because in the evenings I get pretty tired. He just tells me, go lay down, go lay down, go relax. And he has just been a rock star, you know, doing everything for Avery. And I'll be like, you know, starting laundry, and then I won't get to it because it'll be 8:30, and I'll be like, oh shoot, I gotta go get the laundry and fold it, and I'm just tired. And he'll be like, no, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. And like, obviously it's his laundry too, and he's always been really good at helping out, but like, I'm like, no, I really don't mind. I don't mind doing laundry, but he steps in and does it for me. So I had to give him a shout out, because he's been just let me sleep in every weekend morning for me, and that's just I'm trying to relax as much as I can. One of the main things I did around week 21 was I was able to get a pregnancy pillow. I did not have one with my daughter Avery. I just didn't have the need, and I just went without one. So I knew this time around that I would have to get a pregnancy pillow because I was just tossing and turning so much. And I had a wonderful subscriber who started up a business on Amazon who sent me a pregnancy pillow, and I want to share it with you guys because I've really been loving it. This is the pillow. Here, I'll try to show you guys. So it's just one of these type of pillows. It's really big. Number one, I love the cover because it's gray and white, and if you know me, you know I love gray and white, but it's so comfortable, and I'm not tossing and turning as much at night. So it's just been helping me sleep better. And especially why I love this pillow is because, so the girl who sent it to me, her name's Emily, and she's the owner of a new business that she started up called Pillow Capital. And it was her and her husband had tried for 8 years to get pregnant, and they couldn't. So after 8 years of trying, a doctor said that they just were not able to have kids. And so they kind of wanted to put their energy into making the world a better place for pregnant moms. And so she's starting this business with her husband, and she reached out and asked if she could send me this pregnancy pillow to help me. She was moved by my infertility story, and I just thought it was amazing, her story and what they're trying to do for all of us pregnant mamas. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I will have the pillow link down below if you guys are curious. But this is the pillow I've been using, and like I said, it's been helping me tremendously sleep better at night. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my appointments, and then I'll get into the questions that I answer every pregnancy update. So we had an appointment with maternal fetal, which is more of a high risk doctor. They still had me going to this high risk doctor because of the twins, and it was just kind of a growth scan where they go in. Everything looked really good. Both babies were being very lazy. They did not want to move, but they were measuring right on track, I think in the high 40th percentile for size, so just under the 50th percentile, but measuring right where they should be. I think a little bit over 1.5 pounds each. So I was great to hear that. And then we had my regular OB appointment, and that was pretty routine because we had just had the maternal fetal appointment. But the good part is both doctors agreed that I don't need to go back to maternal fetal, which is awesome. So I do not have to go back to the high risk doctor because they're like, everything is looking great with you, which of course, when you're pregnant, to have, you know, a doctor say, we don't need to see you anymore because everything is looking good, makes you feel so good. So now I'm just seeing my regular OB, so not double appointments anymore. So now I just go every other week until the 2nd week in March, and then I'll start going every 2 weeks, which is crazy that that is coming up. But everything looked good. And the crazy thing is, when I was at my regular OB, she said, hey, do you want to schedule your induction or your C-section, whatever it is? And I was like, yeah. And I couldn't believe it that here we are scheduling this appointment. So for May 3rd, my induction or C-section, whatever I have to have, will happen if I have not had them. At that point, I will be 38 weeks. So I really hope I can get to that point because I would love to keep these babies in here cooking for as long as possible. Although I'm like, how am I gonna feel and look at 38 weeks pregnant with twins? But hey, I need them to stay in there as long as possible. So we'll see if I get to that point. May 3rd is the day. But yeah, I was pretty excited to do that. Oh, and I have to share one ultrasound picture with you guys. And I shared this on a recent vlog and it just cracked me up. So at this point, we've had so many ultrasounds. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I don't want ultrasound pictures, but I had an ultrasound, every week for the first 6 weeks. And then after that, like every 2 weeks. So we've had a ton of ultrasound, which is great. But at this point, it's like, you know, they're just not as, I mean, they're always exciting, but you guys know what I'm saying. But anyways, so this is one of the pictures that we got, and it made me laugh because if you look, so this is baby A. You can see baby A right here, and then see that hand right there? Yeah, that's baby B. So here we are, you know, looking at baby A, and baby B is like, hey guys, I'm here. Do you guys see me? Like, pay attention to me. Don't give my sister all the attention. So we were cracking up over that picture. It's just so funny just to think that I'm gonna have these twin girls and their personalities and how they're gonna have a great relationship, and then they're gonna probably fight because they're sisters and they're twins, and it's just crazy to think about their personalities. So I thought that was pretty cute. Okay, so let's get into the questions. This pregnancy update was for weeks 21 through 24 weeks. The size of the babies, I won't go back for every week, but right now they should be about the size of an ear of corn, which is so funny to compare your baby to food, but an ear of corn. My total weight gain has been about 18, 19 pounds. I think it it fluctuates here and there, but yeah, total of 18, 19 pounds. And I had kept track of my weight gain with Avery, and I've gained more, which makes sense at this point, than I have gained with her, but I'm kind of like very similar to what I gained with her. So I think my body just like has like this process of when I'm pregnant, and it's very similar in how I carry and how I gain weight. So yeah, 18 to 19 pounds. My symptoms overall, I've been talking about this, just really less energy. I'm more tired in the evenings. I'm moving slower, just can't get up and go anymore. And that lower back pain, which I would say is the overarching symptoms of these past 4 weeks. As far as cravings, really nothing. I don't have cravings. I really don't have aversions. Nothing sounds bad, but I've been eating a lot of peanut butter, but I love peanut butter. Like, I love peanut butter. I've always loved peanut butter. I always ate a good amount of peanut butter before I was pregnant, but I've just been like loving it. So it's not really a craving. I've just been eating it like every day. So, and then no aversions at all. Okay, as far as movement, so I finally felt baby B move. So baby A was our mover. She has the posterior placenta, so I felt her pretty early on, like at week 17, and I haven't felt baby B at all. But finally in week 24, it took me week 24 to feel her. Now, when I say that, maybe I was feeling baby B and I thought it was baby A, but baby A's on my right side and the baby B's on my left side. And so they're distinct, you know, their movements are pretty distinct. Like I know which side is which, obviously, but it was finally this week at 24 weeks, I was like, nope, that is fully on my left side. That is baby B. And it was when I've been at my ultrasound, you know, she would move and I wouldn't feel it, but I would feel baby A. So I feel baby A a lot more, but I have recently felt baby B. My sleep, like I said, has been pretty good once I got my pregnancy pillow. So I'm still waking up like 2 to 3 times to pee, but now that I have this pillow, I don't feel like I'm tossing and turning as much because I'm not as uncomfortable. But overall, my sleep is still really good considering I'm 24 weeks pregnant with twins. Like I'm still sleeping better than what I would have thought I would have slept. High of the week. So I feel like over the past 4 weeks, I've had multiple highs of the week. Number 1, being told we don't have to go to the high-risk doctor anymore. Number 2, scheduling an induction date. Like, holy crap, this is getting real. That's exciting. And then number 3 is making it to viability. So if you guys don't know what viability is, it's at 24 weeks. They say that if your baby was born at this point, they would do everything they could to get that baby to survive. It's possible that a 24-week baby could survive. I mean, they would be in the NICU for many months and there'd be a lot of interventions and they may have issues down the road, but it's possible that they could survive. So making it to 24 weeks, especially when you've had miscarriages and you've gone through IVF or fertility, is just a huge milestone. And now I feel like every week that passes, like I'm loving it. I think 28 weeks is another big one where they say like, okay, 24 weeks is viability, 28 is when it's like, okay, now like the jump from 24 to 28 goes way up. So if they can make it to 28, even higher chance of surviving and, you know, not having any major issues. So every week that goes by, I'm loving it. Really only the lows of the week is that I'm slowing down, and I don't like to slow down. I know I have to, but I don't like not having a ton of energy or not being able to move like I used to. So just getting used to that, I guess, would be a low. And then do I miss anything? Being able to move. That's it. Having my movement where I can just like drop something on the floor and like bend down and pick it up or get up and go. Probably just being able to move as easily. That's what I miss. And the last question is, what am I looking forward to 28 weeks? Just like I said, I heard when you get to that point, the chances of survival go even higher. So I am just ready to get to 28 weeks. And then every week after that, I'm just gonna be so happy. So we'll see. Okay. So now I will show you guys my baby's bumps.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever.